Good morning. I'm here. I had to make some hot cocoa. I really needed some hot cocoa in my system. Oh, good morning. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, wait, why do we have a hype train? Hold on. I gotta look through everything. Oh my god, Nordy, thank you so much for the 5 gift subs. There you go, 5 kissies for 5 gift subs. Thank you. So sweet of you. And let's see who took my first today. First was taken by Darren. Thank you so much, Darren, for taking my first. Makes me very, very happy to be my first today. Daily Pillows, we've got Jacob on YouTube. Hi, Jacob. Was Papa? Not much. I'm sort of sleepy. I'm just a sleepy guy today. And then we've got Daily Pillows from Vertexiality, Barb, Nordy, and yeah, and Darren. Welcome in. I appreciate y'all popping in to hang out with me. Well, this game isn't as stressful as yesterday. I don't think it will be. I think it's... the last one was definitely a lot darker. Because it's more of like a fairy tale. Like a dark, old fairy tale. This one's more like, I think, more classical. This one, you're being hunted by vampires, but I imagine they're like... It's like sexy, though. Probably. I don't know. We'll find out. Let's see. So with that said, let's start it. Warning. This game contains flashing images. This game also depicts violence, abuse, death, psychological distress, strong language, and dark themes. Player discretion is advised. But like it'll probably be like, but like sexy dark themes. I don't know. This demo contains the entire Act 1 of the game, days 1 through 5. Ooh. For those with limited time, we now include a compressed version, which skips over days 2 and no, we're not skipping, baby. Please choose which version you'd like to play. Play the full demo. Choose your name. Oh my god. There we go. Many moons ago. I do like the character design. Please. 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 Damn. There. Hear that? She's close. Of course I do. She's making a mess of it. Boo. Ah! No! Go away! Please! I don't... Please! Oh, please. Please. Don't beg. Not yet. You'll cheapen it. Run. It's sweeter that way. She's tired. I can smell it. High five, welcome in. I can't. Cut. Yes. Now. No! Not yet. Let her stand. Huh? Stay back! Still warm. Still breathing. Still fighting. Still human. Still human. Very. Please. Please. Did you just... I felt it. How strange. No matter. I want her. Nice! Then finish it. Chomp. Nothing like a little hunt to get the blood pumping, you know? Present. Ugh. Why is it even that big of a deal? Maybe I should just go back to trading. Less risk. Move. Ugh. This is what little rats get for snooping around. Cold metal snaps around your wrists. Whispers murmur in the crowd around you. Not her again. Someone shrugs. Let her learn. The sun hangs high and proud, watching, judging, demanding. Ooh, sheesh. A sharp sting bites into your skin. You force a breath. It's not fair Ari always gets a slap on the wrist. The whip lashes again, filling the square with the sound of the leather and flesh. Flinches. Ooh, stares. Blink. Oh my god, we got like stage directions on here. Shall we eat soup tonight then? Again. The blows are merciless. Cutting. Hungry. Covers face. So shy. Doesn't move. Never. Still better than the last time. Steal. And certainly better than the ones hanging by the gate. Again. Ugh. One last crack splits the air, sending your body forward. Ew. What a lovely day for a lesson, huh? She pats your cheek with self-indulgent satisfaction. Too proud. I know, that's the same feeling as I'm giving right now. Better be the last goddamn time. Something's unhooked. Next I catch you sniffing around the guard's pantry. Well, I'm not about to get murdered. You want to say something. I won't be so gentle. But you know the cost of speaking up. A rough kick sends you to the ground. The captain's words fade into a low mutter as she turns away. Was a high wandering. Unruly brat. Damn, she just Sparta kicked me? That's crazy. Better pray for the hunt. Her silhouette blurs and distorts, dissolving in the sand. Yeah, what a face to wake up to, am I right? The sun burns. Wounds sting. Blood dries and pulls tight. But the smell of your own scorching skin barely registers anymore. That bitch. Yeah, tell it. Terre! A light thud wakes your motionless body. Someone kneels, hovering over you. Oh no. What's going... Oh no. The voices sound distant, fading in and out. Ugh. Your gaze drags upward. Oh my god, look at them! Sheesh. Towards the two most familiar faces in the camp. Damn. Didn't think they'd get you that good. Ugh. I'm fine. Swaying and stumbling, you push yourself up. Fucking hag. She's dead tonight. Murderous revenge dreams again. What number are we on now? What? How many times have you sworn to kill her? Lost count. Your head spins, legs threatening to fold. Watch out! We need shade, quickly! I'll try to clean this before they come looking for us. To worry too much. Whoa. The ground suddenly disappears. Way too much. He sweeps you up in a bridal carriage. Oh my god, he's lifting me up. Is that Claude from Fire Emblem Three Houses? Hold on. I gotta look that up. Yeah. Yeah. I don't need this. Yeah, we know. You're extremely tough. Put me down. But... Hey... We're not letting you shrivel into a raisin out here. Careful. I am careful. You're crushing her ribs. Oh. Important detail. Nala scouts ahead. Ari adjusts his grip. The only sound left is the sand crunching underneath his feet. Sagging in his arms, your lungs deflate in a sigh. A sound of defeat. Fucking hag. You tell it. A cold sting runs down your back as you press a damp cloth. Your fingers shake, jaw clenched so tight it aches. You refuse to make a sound. You will not let them see you break. Until... Ah! The cloth slips, blood smearing around. Dare, please. You shouldn't. I said I've got it. A lie. Nala kneels carefully as you are an animal about to bolt. She takes the cloth from your hand, fingers brushing your wrist. Her touch, feather light, almost unbearably gentle. Too kind. Instinctively, you stiffen. I'm sorry. I know it hurts. Just a little more, I promise. Hurts doesn't even begin to cover it. The whip burned. The sinks. Now that the fear is gone, every lash flares up, pain spreading slow and deep. Focus on the wall. Breathe. Ari's crouched a few steps away. Dere, I'm sorry. He rubs the back of his neck. I should have gone instead of you. Sorry isn't cheap. Everyone's sorry when it's over. No. It was my turn, so I went. That's how it works. Wish I was a little damn better at it. Fist slams into the stone, arm jolting from the impact. Terry! Good. At least this pain is chosen. Nala's hand hesitates. She exchanges a look with Ari. Hey, it's okay. Don't be so hard on yourself. We're all doing what we can. You don't have to. Don't. You almost snap at her. Almost. Whoa. It'll go better next time, yeah? I'm very surely positive. Easy for you to say when you're not the one getting dragged out like a lesson. You look at him in the eye. The hag hates me. She looks at me like she's already decided how I'll die. And you? You're her favorite. Don't even need to do anything. Heck, she'd probably give you more just for existing. Ari lifts his hands, palms out. That's not fair. Neither's the whip. He shifts closer, grin sliding back. Hey, if I get more, we all get more. What, you think I just keep it all to myself? He bumps your shoulder lightly. Too friendly. How selfish do you think I am? Maybe you should be. Empathy doesn't score points at a place like this. Inspirational as always. He reaches into his pocket. All right, truce offering. He throws something small your way. A nut Real food. Where did you get those? Perks of being useful. My criminal mastermind lifestyle's paying off. You look to Nala, who exhales softly. We slipped into the upper quarters while the guards were distracted. Distracted? You let out a dry laugh. By me. Of course. What a fine team we make. Let me know next time I'm the appointed whipping post. Oh, you make it sound so grim. Look at the bright side. You're an excellent scapegoat. Best I've ever seen. And I don't hand out compliments lightly. Yes, you do. A long sigh leaves your lungs. Yeah, good night, Barb. Sweet dreams. It's a high coffee. Welcome in. Your hand reaches for the nut in his open palm before your pride can stop it. At least make the hag look stupid as hell. A shared chuckle fills the space. It's a high dude. The moment fades quickly as you share the spoils. The place falls quiet again. Still, something felt off. Yeah, there were barely any guards in the quarters. Strange. Think they sneak off into the city? Or they have secret dance parties? He gasps. Or both? Thought I was the concussed one. I doubt it. I doubt the dance parties. But you might be onto something. Oh my god, Dee says, and I quote, I love white chocolate covered strawberries. Thank you for the 100 biddies, Dee. Mwah! Thank you, thank you. I gotta drink my cocoa before it gets cold. Silly me. Hope slips into her voice. Maybe this time. No. We've tried. So many times. The walls are impossible. The guards still cover every key point. A duty shift won't change that. Ari shoots up. Never say never. A sprinkle of optimism from time to time wouldn't kill you, you know that? Worse, it would make me sound like you. Nah, you couldn't pull off my charm. He runs a hand through his hair. Your eyes roll. But hey, a shift's a shift. Maybe it'll give us a few minutes to catch our breath. Or to start our own dance party. Hi, Jeremy. Welcome in. Optimism doesn't kill. Hope does. We got too much of it. You say the nicest things. Hope is the only thing they can't take from us. He reaches out, pressing nuts into your hand. We stick together, yeah? We keep each other sane. Preferably. We'll figure something out. You stare at him, then at the food. You hesitate briefly and then close your fingers around it. The hunger is real. Simple as that. Don't think this means I owe you. I wouldn't dare. For a moment, his hand lingers, steady and warm. Too close. You pull away, forcing yourself upright. Enough. Let's get back to work before they decide I need another lesson. You don't look back, but you feel Ari's eyes on you all the same. Only got away at the blacksmith now? Bruised and aching, you manage to drag yourself back to the grind. Not that there's much choice in the matter. Oh, we're mining. As claustrophobic as lower tunnels can be, the stark temperature contrast and the refuge from the scorching sun are much welcome. Clink, clink, clink. A droplet of sweat splashes onto the stone as you ready the cart. Overfilled, rocks spill and scatter when you push upward. The sound ripples through the dark maze in echoing waves. Deep in a crevice, something grabs your attention. No way. Ooh. An asper bloom, more commonly known as everwhite. Thriving in darkness where almost nothing survives, these flowers stand as proof of nature's stubborn resilience. Once used as a symbol of the rebellion, Everwhite's been eradicated from most minds. Being in possession of one or using its motif is now strictly punishable by death. Seems like the guards got too fat on their roast to squeeze into these parts of the tunnels. You smile to yourself as you mark the spot. I wonder how long it'll take them to notice. Once ascended, you pause briefly to catch a breath. As you wipe your brow, something in the corner of your eye promises to make your bad day even worse. Oh no, it's the hag, isn't it? What you scared for, huh? She's shaking like a wet rabbit. Careful, you don't want to catch fleas. You sneak closer to see. Nala being cornered. Oh, it's these goons. Not this shit again. Hey, quit it, Bran. Sure enjoy having that boost of ego from kicking the small ones. Makes you look real tough. Touch the bunny and the ginger shows up. We're not quite done here, so if you could, kindly get lost. Yeah, leave it, Ginger, or you'll be next. Shut it, mate. Sorry. Your eyes flick between Nala and her tormentors. She trembles, tears running down her face. You step forward, closing the distance. Funny, aren't you? Let her go. Bran blocks your way with the puffed out chest. Too cocky. Move. Or what? You try to sidestep him, but he shoves you back. Both bullies close in. You glance at Nala. She takes the hint and darts around to take shelter behind you. Does that motherfucker have a crowbar? What's your problem, man? Usual insecurity or something more sophisticated this time? You... He glares at you, fuming. You're stuck in a standoff. Until... What's going on here? Ari walks in, towering over everyone. Are you guys okay? Ari! Lucky for you, the doggy showed up. Oh my god, we got a bunny, a doggy, and just Ginger. I don't get a cute animal associated with me. Fuck you, Bran. Maybe I want to be a cute animal too. He backs off. Won't be so fortunate with the vampires gnawing your necks. Oh no, I would hate for that to happen. Oh, oops. Oops, my neck is just jutting out right now. Oh, it'd be such a shame if some vampire were to take advantage of that. What, no one told you? He tilts his head, studying your faces like he's savoring it. The hunt. They're drawing up our camp for this year. He says it nonchalantly, almost bored. You there, no chit-chatting. The air feels heavier. Eyes flick from face to face. Bran steps closer, lowering his voice. Oh, how they're gonna get ya. He leans in, breath warm against her ear. One by one. The words crawl under your skin. He glances at Ari. No one to save you out there. You're enjoying this way too much. Isn't it kind of racist that they call you a ginger? Well, he's saying it like a slur, but like, it's just that ginger is just a hair color. You know? It's just a hair color. He's saying it in a way to like make fun of me, but like, it's just a hair color. You're enjoying this way too much. How do you know you won't be picked? Oh, I will be picked. There's no way I missed my chance to leave this shithole. He flickers between you all. And I know for a fact at least one of you's going with me. Blood drains from your face. Your chest tightens. Something clicks into place. Oi! Back to work! You stand frozen, thoughts spiraling. Voices fade. Time stretches thin. You barely notice the guards forcing their way into the commotion. You too! A sudden yank snaps you out of it as she grabs you and Bran by the hair. Ugh! Someone's enjoying her little defiance streak an awful lot lately. Ugh. She drags you away. Whoa. She shoves you both forward. You barely manage to keep from falling. The whip slides free. Oh, how I'm gonna enjoy this one. Damn it. You brace yourself as she raises the weapon, ready to strike. Take this, you little shit, Captain! The whip freezes midair. Ugh! Quickly, the gates. She scoffs, disappointed. There'll be consequences. Soon. As the guards leave, you notice the crowd is scattered. Ugh. He scoffs, spits, and shoves past you with a deliberate shoulder check. At last, your chest deflates. Thank the lucky stars. Couldn't handle any more insanity today. Well, judging by the guards running away, I think there's still plenty more insanity in store. I'm drinking my hot cocoa. The sunset hour. The sun sinks behind the walls, bleeding out in streaks of amber and rust. At last, the day nears its end. A welcome thought. There's only one way to end a rough day like this. I'm tired. 1, 2, 3. Easy. Those little shites been a real pain in the ass lately. Now. You leap out from behind your cover, swiftly taking the next one. You little pussies. You little whiny brats is all it takes to wear you out. Keep laughing. Wait, what was that? Your lungs pause. Was what? Scratches his head. Rats? They resume laughing. Just a bit closer. His shoulder brushes cold iron bars. Somewhere deep inside, metal slams shut. Your breath drags in hot, quick bursts. A chill engulfs your back. Counting heartbeats, you press yourself flat against the stone wall. Eventually, the voices fade enough. You slip into a narrow crevice carved between fractured stone. Hey, cheer up. No point in despairing prematurely. You emerge from a small gap in the wall and immediately get hit by the smell of burning residue. Ari paces around the struggling campfire, kicking a stray scrap aside. Nala simply watches the flames, arms wrapped around herself, sketchbook resting on her knees. You look down at the rubble and metal junk. The hideout. Your hideout. The only place where you can truly catch your breath. Away from the whip, away from everything. I mean, statistically speaking, what are the odds of one of us getting chosen? Quite high, actually. Doesn't matter. The picking isn't random anyway. Tere! Finally! That's what to send at a search party. You drop down beside them. You made it a habit to gather here every evening after you finish your daily duties, ever since you found each other. The hag hates me. I might as well volunteer, trying to get out of this hellhole like Bran said. They exchanged a confused look. What? You're volunteering? I don't know. Maybe. You'd willingly sign up for that? The murder lottery? It's not bravery if that's what you're going for. No. But it could be an opportunity. Nala's finger pauses mid-sketch. An opportunity? A slaughter. With bonus screaming. You throw yourself at them just like that? And for what? A scenic tour of your own funeral? I have nothing to lose. Nothing? The fire crackles. Derek, those hunts are barbaric. It's a bloodbath, pure carnage. People don't come out alive. Nala drops her gaze. And if they do, they're not the same people. Usually missing important pieces. limbs, sanity, their enthusiasm for outdoor activities. You can find another way out of here, I'm sure of it. Whatever you're thinking, please promise me you won't do anything stupid. I promise. You're right. You need to be smart about this. It's too risky to be reckless. His expression softens, tension easing from his shoulders. Nala turns her diary towards the firelight. Pages filled with tunnels, measurements, and question marks. What if we find those old tunnels from the rebellion? I think I'm getting close, maybe? She's been working like this ever since... She's been working on this like she's gonna liberate the nation with a rumor. Always a dreamer. We've been trying to figure it out for months, Nala. There's no way out. But... the air shifts near the east corridor. I felt it. There's a space behind the stone and... It's just some old folks' tale to keep our hopes up. And hope is a fool's game in a place like this. Let it go already. The tip of Nala's pencil snaps. Oh, she's pissed, bro. The words came out too sharp. Ugh. I'm just... so tired. I'm just saying... If they were real, someone would have escaped already. I know exactly what you need. A scientifically proven morale booster. Ari walks up to the fire and digs something out with a metal rod. Aha! Huh? He tosses something your way. Ah! Careful! A scorching potato lands in your hands. Oh my god, hot potato. Hot! You immediately send it back his way. Is it? Ah! She reflects it back to you. Nice one. Take this. Oh my god, we're literally playing hot potato right now. Whoa! Didn't know I engaged a professional potato thrower. Careful, Nala. She's been training for the Underground Potato League. Yeah! The potato flies back and forth. Careful, careful. This is our entire food supply. See? If the tunnels fail, we'll simply escape by weaponizing root vegetables. And for a moment, just a second, the walls are just stone. The guards are just shadows. The future is something that still exists. Nala laughs again, bright and unguarded. The potato slips from her hands. Oops! Rolls into the fire. No! No, 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 no. All three of you dive to rescue it at once. Get it out! Get it out! Ooh. A loud bell splits the air. The curfew hour. Somewhere beyond, the iron gate begins to close. Arya quickly puts out the fire. You place items back into their hiding spots. Blanket under the metal. Kindling between the rocks. Nala's diary lies open. One unfinished tunnel sketched in hopeful lines. All good? Let's go. The bell does not stop. Sleeping quarters. The night comes, but sleep doesn't. Ugh. You turn to the side. Ari's along passed out, breathing slow and even. Nala's side of the room is empty again. A long, tired breath. Something about the day's revelations cling to you, refusing to loosen its grip. The damp chill of the cave air presses against your skin, a constant reminder of unease. Your fingers run up and down your back, feeling the scabbing wounds. Peace is rare here, but tonight it feels impossible, as if something old has been disturbed, something you thought you buried for good. You roll. The hammock creaks softly. You stare up at the cave ceiling, watching shadows crawl across stone. Your eyes flutter. Oh God, flashbang. Okay. Voices emerge first. Angry, broken. This is madness, absolute insanity. Toying with us like we're some kind of gamecocks. He slams the newspaper onto the table. The headline is bold. The ink is dark. Mom sits at the table, head buried in hands. They dare to call it mercy? Just another one of those bloodsuckers' twisted games. His shadow stretches along the walls, growing long and warped, its edges clawing at the corner of the room. For years they hunted us for control. Now that they have everything, they want to hunt us for sport? His pace is sharp, erratic. Every step tightens the room. To humiliate us further? The word hunt sticks in your head. That's scary when he's angry. Mom? What's a hunt? Silence slams down harder than the shouting ever did. Mom looks up. Her eyes are red, exhausted. She forces a smile that doesn't quite hold. Hey. You shouldn't be hearing this. She kneels in front of you, gripping your arms a little too tight. Her hands tremble. She looks you straight in the eyes. Go to bed, okay? She holds your gaze, pleading, afraid. Dad keeps pacing, back and forth, back and forth. As you turn around, the sound echoes, back and forth. Each step louder, back and forth, wetter, back and forth, stickier. You look down. Red begins to seep through every creak and crack. The floorboards are bleeding. You take a step back. It follows. Ha! You reach her room. It's locked. Something's written on the door. You look closer. Run. Just a dream. Oh my God. Noon break. Today's a decent day. As far as good days go around here. You were lucky enough to feast upon a fish. An actual meal and not a single lashing so far. Might be a new record. A victory measured in bones unbroken and skin still your own. You've learned to appreciate the small things to keep yourself sane. Or perhaps your mind is long gone and you're just telling yourself otherwise. Is a lunatic aware of their own madness? Doubtful. Murmurs of the stench of despair linger as you meander through the busier parts of the camp. Since the time allows so, you stroll back to the mines. Your stroll back to the mines remains rather leisurely. An occasional scream cuts through the crowd's chatter. No, please, no! The scenes are all too familiar. Lashings. Mercy! Elderly slaves too frail to mind, dragged aside and left out in the sun until they either recover or don't. A woman turning her back to shield her child from the enforcer's blows. No one intervenes. No one dares. Survival here depends on learning where to look and where not to. They're all just waiting for death. Inside the mine shafts or out here in the sun and the whip's reach. I wonder which one makes for a worse end. A soft melody weaves through the air. You recognize it immediately. A remnant of the failed rebellion. A promise passed down like contraband. A shared hope, fragile and dangerous. They hum it anyway, lips barely moving. When a guard comes too close, it fades, then returns once more. Some keep dreaming. As you round the corner, the air suddenly grows heavy. Smoke stings your eyes and clings to your clothes as you move through the sapphire haze. A familiar smell. Sharp, but not entirely unpleasant. One could call it refreshing. Their laughter is sharp, fractured, erratic. Still can't believe this they allow. Or at least they don't outright lash for it. These inconspicuous plants grow abundantly in many parts of the desert. Some found that when crushed into dust and inhaled, their leaves can deliver psychotropic properties. Damn, they got opium over here? That's crazy. Smoking that good shit, huh? Yeah, that little good kush. Cope's a cope. In the midst of the chatter, you catch a glimpse of hushed conversation. This here's different. None of us will last long. This is madness. Something about those fragmented whispers makes your hair stand on end. You tune in. No survivors this time. If they choose me, I'd rather slit my own throat. And they're not just hunting for sport, either. I heard they're looking for something. The tensions in the vampire lands are about to burst. Even the highborn's at odds, and we'll be the collateral. When they fight, we bleed. Gods help us. You shrug it off and continue your way. But the whispers follow, lingering longer than the smoke. Today was a decent day. I'm dying. A familiar voice stands out in the crowd. Write down my final words. Tell my wife and kids I love them. You push through a small cluster of onlookers to find Ari wallowing in exaggerated faint. Ari, you don't have a wife or children. That's why I'm dying alone. He collapses dramatically onto a pile of cloth. You were trying to sew your clothes again. Oh, how I suffer. And you pricked yourself. Again. A mortal wound self-inflicted on an immortally handsome being. Looking away, he stretches out his arm towards you. A thin stream of blood running down his thumb has already halfway dried. Tragic. I'll start drafting the memorial. You turn around and start walking away. Well, wait! You gotta kiss it better. In a blink, he's on his feet, fingers closing around your wrist. The small audience is mostly dispersed, yet he leans closer, as if afraid of being overheard. Are you okay? How exactly do you expect me to reply? Or rather, which answer would make you feel better? He glances briefly at your back. It's just... It's just getting a bit intense. You getting yourself into trouble so often lately. You know? It's fine. I'm fine. It's fine. Everything is always fine. You ease your wrist from his grip. But if you're so worried, you're always welcome to step in more, you know? It's alright. That's not... Anyway. Something weird's in the air today. Whispers. They're scared, that's all. Another exaggerated pose slides in like a mask. A practice performance. Not everyone can be as brave as moi in the face of inevitable horror. Bravest man alive. Except when needles come around. I wouldn't worry too much. Hey, we stick together, right? No matter what comes. Yeah. A suspicious thought creeps into your mind. How'd you get the sewing kit? Jealous? He sends you a mischievous smirk. You send him a stern look. Okay. I guess mysterious and charming doesn't work on you. Show me the mysterious and charming and I'll let you know. Meanie? Alright. Trading. Better than stealing. Less risk. The risk, however, he looks at his bleeding thumb, lies in the craft itself. Right. Why even an attempt when Nala would have fixed it in 5 seconds? Maybe I'm trying to become more independent. Better late than never. Alright, smartass. Let's see how that sass carries your pickaxe, shall we? Reluctantly, you find your way back to the mines. All 3 of you are assigned to the same tunnel section today. I don't want to say I'm outworking both of you today, but if they start carving statues of heroes, I'll need you to pick my best side. You don't have a best side. They're all equally unbearable.
I think that Darius done a bit more than you today. Sorry.
A few rocks tumble from the ceiling as you hit stone. Huh. Wow. Betrayed by my own people. He clutches his chest. This is how legends fall. You're not a legend, Ari. You're a cautionary tale. Don't bet against the guards. Don't try to fight the wolves barehanded. And don't listen to Ari's escape plans. Ari hauls a pile of stone onto a cart. Okay, first of all, the wolf incident was a one-time thing, and technically, I survived. Barely. You still limp when it storms. Adds to my charm. He sends you a wink. You roll your eyes. Nala chuckles. Idiot. These little moments make the whole thing just a little bit more bearable. Even though you'd rather get buried alive than admit it out loud. You alright? Oh shit, it's about to cave in. Watch out! The tunnel starts to shake. Dust and debris fall from above. Terry! Ah! The ceiling gives in. Shit. You jump to the side. Oh my god. Hi, Mita. Welcome in. Thank you for the 23 months. Thank you, thank you. Silence. Ugh. What just happened? You try to open your eyes. They already are. Shit. Feeling the stone around you, you manage to stand up. Ari? Nala? Is this death? A faint blow of air disrupts your thoughts. Barely noticeable. If your other senses weren't deprived, you probably would have missed the stimulus. Huh. Seems to be coming from a small opening in the rubble. As you inspect it, something catches the corner of your eye now that's adjusted to the darkness. A low, warm glow. It's coming from the opposite side. Another opening? It's not stable. Terry! What was that? Am I hearing things? Terry! The voices seem to echo from a third direction right behind you. I need to decide. Fast. I'm gonna save, I'm gonna save, I'm gonna save, I'm gonna save. I'm gonna dig towards the light. Light's usually a good sign, right? Gathering all your might, you dig towards the light. More and more rays break through the stone. Almost. At last you emerge. The warm glow engulfs you. It's coming from a single torch. How is it lit? This doesn't feel right. A bone. What the? We gotta go. I don't care if I die, baby. I gotta see what this is. The chamber stretches deep. You take the torch and march forward. I didn't dig all this way for nothing. It's fine, I saved. But I should hurry up. Delving further, you soon reach another chamber. The path forward is blocked by something. It glistens faintly in the light of your torch. This isn't stone, is it? You come closer. Rows of human skulls. Not scattered, stacked. All the way to the top. What on earth? Some are cracked, some are bloodied. They all look fairly dated. Another quake passes. Ugh. You glance behind them, back at the skulls. The hollow eye sockets stare straight into your conscious, twisted smiles mocking every inch of your existence. Ugh. This might be the only way out now. You start pulling the skulls out. The path behind you collapses. Please, please, please. Finally, you reach something that's not bone. Thank God, it's stone. Solid stone. No. No, 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 no. You frantically throw the skulls left and right. I just had to see what this was. I figured this was probably a bad end. This can't be the end. There's some scratches on the now exposed stone wall. Not random. You take a step back. They form a word. No. Oh shit. Run. The room collapses. All quietens. All darkens. All fades. At last. Yeah! I had to see what that was. Okay. So now we can load from there. Let's dig towards the voices. You must be close. You hastily start removing the debris. Nala? Your hand begins to bleed. Come on. The rubble feels endless. Tere. Ari? Ah. More rocks fall. The light opening disappears. Ugh. This isn't working. This feels like the smart choice. With no time to waste, you lunge towards the air opening. It must lead somewhere less deadly. Ugh. Gather all the strength that's left in you to break through. Rocks and debris fly left and right as you push forward. Almost there. Your nails are bleeding. Your back is on fire. Adrenaline keeps you going. There. As the wave approaches, you dive into the now enlarged opening, pushing through the final rubble. Ugh. Ugh. Did I make it? Tere! Nala runs towards you. You're actually not dead! Ari beats you to her with an impossible leap, locking you in a squeeze more suffocating than the collapsed tunnel behind you. Ugh. He's crying. I thought you were gone for good. I might be soon. We were so worried. I've survived worse. Is that even a good thing? Doesn't matter. Right now, it feels good to be alive. The shaking seems to have stabilized. That one was close, though. Another perilous danger conquered. They should write books about us, or at least news stories. #1 local potato league heroically refuses to die in a mine collapse. Celebrations later, we're still trapped. Right. We've looked around here and... There! She points towards something with way too much excitement. Cloth scraps. Marks. There's more deeper in the cave. I think this is it. The old rebellion tunnels, we found it. Huh. Wouldn't that be convenient? Sparks shine in Nala's eyes as if they were stars themselves. Yeah, that too, but also... He walks towards the pile of debris. These rocks are loose, probably freshly fallen from the collapse. I bet we could dig through. Plus, if you press your ear against it, you can hear some voices. Maybe. Possibly. Don't quote me on that. But we should also check deeper in the cave. These might lead somewhere. She clutches a torn scarf, inspecting it carefully. You glance at the cave ceiling. The shaking could return at any time. I gotta believe in Ari. And Nala. I gotta believe with Nala. These pieces look promising. This might be our chance. Let's see where they lead. And we split up. Just be careful, okay? I wouldn't want to add digging out my bodies to the list of my heroic quests. Even lionhearts like me have their limits. Nala nods and rushes in. Wait! Nala hurries through, squeezing swiftly through narrow crevices. You can barely keep up. Nala! On your way, more and more vestiges emerge. Sleeping mats. My calculations were right. Hyper, sir. Nala, wait! Bandages. They were here. It was all true. Slow down. Improvised tents. They broke through and they found a way out. Bones. Everywhere. Old. No. Human. Femurs and clavicles, but no skulls. It can't be. She runs towards the end of the chamber and starts frantically sliding her hands against the stone. It's a dead end, Nala. You should get back. No! It can't be! I can't! She drops down on her knees, hands still on the wall. You walk over and crouch beside, grabbing her shoulder firmly. Nala, look at me. Let's not follow their fate. You reach her back and push upward, gently but firmly. Let's go now. Okay. Shit, we need to run. Fast. Watch out. Aha! Fuck, are you? I'm okay. This way. There you are. Hurry, I'm breaking through. Come on, Nala, move. I can't. Yes, you can. You grab her wrist and pull her towards Ari. Ah! Now. Do we do it? Are we safe? Are we safe? Did we all die? Did we kablooey? Oi, someone's there. Get him out before the shit tunnel jiggles again. They dead, no? Nah, that lucky today. Fucking rats. I swear they die harder than cockroaches. A few hours later. Ugh. Pain splits your skull like it's about to explode. So, today was a bit extreme. Every inch of your body screams like it was burned alive. Skin, muscle, bones. Ari's bandaging his everything. Well, that's one way to get time off, I guess. Miraculously, you not just survived, but suffered only minor injuries. Nala hugs her notebook, gaze fixed on the ground. Barely a word has left her lips since waking up. She's taken way more psychic damage than mental. I wonder which is worse. But her suspicions did come true. In a way. I really thought those people, they really believed and... Yes, they hoped. Just like you. Now you see where it got them. Dare? What? Just saying how it is. No way to sugarcoat it. Or we think about it this way. There were people who had the guts to actually try. Maybe it doesn't always work out, but it keeps us going. Humanity would never have moved out of the caves if someone hadn't gone, hey guys, what if we tried not living next to the bears? Yeah, and look at us now. Back to the caves. What a beautiful cycle of life. A temporary setback. Like tripping on a rock while heroically running towards your destiny. You still get there eventually. Maybe with a slightly bruised nose. And ego. In some cases. But I know for certain we'll find a way out. And once we do, you'll really feel silly for not having bulletproof career plan. A career plan. Yep. Very important in today's competitive apocalypse. I, for one, will be a ship captain. Oh. Step 1, acquire a ship. Step 2, learn sailing. Step 3, avoid getting seasick. Step 0, escape prison. Yeah, I'll polish the details later. Then, after a life of grand adventures, I'll retire in a cozy little village and open my own cakery. Ari's sweet dreams, the best pies in town. You really thought this through. Of course. Survival is temporary. Branding is forever. But you make strawberry muffins too? My mom used to make them. I wish I could feel that taste just one more time. Absolutely. There is no dessert you wouldn't find at Ari's Sweet Dreams. Please rethink that name. What dessert would you get, Derek? Huh? Wolf's Bane chocolate. Isn't that? That's the point. Yummy. Poison chocolate. Oh, wait, that's my favorite. Make sure you keep it on the menu then. You bet. You know, I heard stories about a place where humans live free. No vampires or whips in sight. I think that's the best place for my little shop. And where is that exactly? Well, I'll figure it out when adventuring, obviously. Step 4 of the plan, accidentally discover paradise. Of course, my bad. Yeah, keep it up. Do you think it's true? That there could be a faraway haven for us like that? Nala's eyes brighten. It's just a story, Nala. Then I could open my own shop there too. Or maybe, oh, I know, an orchid. So I can supply your cakery with fresh fruits. She's gone. That's the spirit. Vertical integration. We'll dominate the dessert industry and crush the competition. Oh, well, maybe let's not crush anybody. He can't help the smile from breaking through. Right. We'll dominate the dessert industry politely. Dessert. A sudden jolt tears you out of shallow slumber. Sweat clings to your skin, lungs burning as if you've been running. Another nightmare. You find little comfort in night's fall lately. Nightmares at day and nightmares at night. Give me a break. You must have slept for many hours after the mine collapse. You're wide awake now. You look around. The camp breathes in low, heavy hums. Exhausted bodies recovering for another day of labor. Her bed's empty again. The hammock sways ever so slightly, as if it had only recently been vacated. Ella's always been in love with the stars. It's not unusual for her to disappear into the night. She's probably writing corny poems under the moon. Or howling to it. Who knows, really? What does she do when everyone disappears like that? It's late, even for her. I'm sure she's fine. Well, I can't sleep anyway. You drop quietly from your hammock. The floor is cold beneath your feet. Curiosity? Worry? Restlessness? Just boredom. Whatever pushes you forward, you soon find yourself in the hallway, somewhere you're definitely not supposed to be. The corridor stretches long and hollow. Torches burn low, their flames whispering against stone. There are a handful of guards outside, fewer than usual. Shouldn't they staff these halls better? You move between shadows with practiced precision. There are only a few routes she could have taken. The main entrance, heavily guarded. The hideout, reachable through the old passage. The deeper tunnels, darker, quieter. Where to now? Check the hideout. Hideout's a safe bet. You continue trying to remember the way to the hideout through the old passage. As you're on the corner. Huh? What's going on? You're not allowed here at this time. Neither's he. Go back before someone else sees you. Hear that? There must be rats sniffing around. Go, now, I'll deal with them. You nod and rush back without wasting a second. Huh. Eventually you find yourself back where you started. Where to now? Alright, well, deeper into the tunnels, I guess. She likes the sky and the stars and stuff. She wouldn't go deeper into the tunnels. Would she? As you hesitate, a distant noise stands out in the silence. Barely noticeable, yet distinctive enough to not be confused with cave bats. Instinctively, you start following. You slip through a narrow fracture in the rock. and step into a miracle. Moonlight spills from a crack in the cavern ceiling, silver and sacred. White flowers bloom along the stone walls, nestled into carved crevices, dozens of them, maybe hundreds. Fragile petals glow faintly in the dark. Your eyes glide across the room, taking in each and every asper. So many. The air smells clean, soft, alive. A secret garden hidden beneath all the stone and suffering. Is this even real? Then your gaze finds her. Nala kneels with her back to you, carefully tending to one of the blossoms. Is this what she's been up to? Does anybody else know? The sudden onset of the coughing fit makes you flinch and a few pebbles shift around. Nala jumps suddenly, trying to cover up the blood. What do you even say to that? What is there to say? For a moment, you stare at each other in silence, until it becomes uneasy enough to look away. Everwhites line the walls, each one planted in its own hollow. In places where no flower grows, small stones are stacked carefully. Are those plant graves? You walk towards one of the blossoms and cautiously lift its crown. They're beautiful. Dangerous. They found out about this. You move slowly along the wall, fingertips grazing the rough stone. Thank you, Dare. The silence breaks at last. For yesterday, with Bran, I never thanked you for that. You need to stand up for yourself, Nala. I won't always be there to fight off the jerks. I know, but you always do. Besides... Nala reaches for your hand, opening it ever so tenderly. I'm not strong like you are. She presses something into your palm. Strong. You examine her closely. I swear I saw her getting hit by a rock earlier. She must be used to hiding the pain. You're stronger than you think. You glance around the garden. You kept all this alive. That's not weakness. A spiraling fit fills the room with the sound of decay. How long? A while. And you didn't think to tell me? What good would it do? It's not like you can punch the sickness out of me, and you're not exactly the comforting type. Silence again. It's almost suffocating. You should have still told me. I didn't want you to look at me like you're looking right now. I didn't want to add to your worries. You take a long breath and sit next to her. What is it? The words come out flat, as if forced to not let something slip out. I'm not sure. Her eyes drift away. Her hands squeeze together. I think it might be the dust from the mines, or just a long cold. She doesn't look you in the eye. Is it? The stars above flicker faintly through the cracks in the ceiling. You stare at the white flowers. Delicate, defiant, growing where nothing should. You idiot. Aww. Bang. A sudden noise disrupts your sleep. What? The air feels wrong. You look around. The room is empty. Shit. You went to bed so late last night, overslept. You jolt out the hammock, heart slamming against your ribs. You barely pull yourself together when a guard storms into the quarters. Uh-huh. He stops dead in his tracks when he sees you. You. It's the guard from last night. Eyes darting around nervously, he seems to be waging an internal battle. You shouldn't be here. Everyone's supposed to have gathered at the selection site by now. His voice is tinged with unusual urgency. What? For the hunt. The choosing in the Eastern Hall. Why aren't you there? I overslept. Oh, okay. Just go now, please. Hurry up. Okay. Oh my god, is he Bran's secret lover? The guard? Is everything alright? Go! Leave! Now! He shoos you out. Huh. There's no time to ponder. You rush towards the selection place. Waves of heat and ache pulsate through your body. The impact of yesterday is still fresh. Ugh. No time for that. You try to sneak in. Oi! Oh, of course, it's the fucking guard captain. Look who decided to grace us with their presence. As if I had a choice. The entire camp seems to be crammed in here. Too many bodies, too little air. Head kept low, you weave through the crowd and take a seat beside Ari and Nala. Alright, now that we're all here. She's smiling way too much. You've never seen her like this, so openly delighted, almost giddy, like a child about to unwrap a present. As y'all know, we got ourselves a fun little game coming up. Uneasy tension hangs thick in the air. No one dares look up, heads bowed, backs hunched. Today, some of y'all will be granted an opportunity, a chance. She drags the words out, savoring them. Her eyes roam the room, lingering on faces, all fixed on the ground, desperate to not be seen. Time stretches and collapses all at once. So, I expect gratitude, pride. You're gonna welcome it. Her smile vanishes. Disobedience will not be tolerated. Alright, let's get on with it, shall we? You feel a squeeze on your hand. Looking to your left, Ari's leg is bouncing uncontrollably. To the right, there's Nala, trying to look even smaller than usual. The captain suddenly shouts, Lynn! The room somehow grows even quieter. Don't be shy, love. She beckons casually, like calling a pet. A slave slowly rises and walks the center of the room, every step heavy, like a march to the gallows. Gale. No. No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. The scream shatters the stillness. Guards rush in, grabbing him as he thrashes and kicks. Metal snaps shut around his wrist. He's dragged away, sobbing and screaming. No, 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 no. His voice fractures, bouncing between hysterical screams and manic repetition. The captain continues to out the names with long, intentional pauses in between. She's enjoying this way too much. Pause. She takes a slow, deliberate breath. Ah, here comes my name. Bran. Oh, Bran. Huh. Unlike the others, he laughs, high-fives a buddy, and simply leans back, smug as ever. A bastard. What's his deal? Celine. Name after name echoes through space for what seems like an eternity. How many are going to be? Despite the nerves, you can't push that one thought away. The one that's stuck with you ever since learning about the hunt. I've been here for an eternity. This could be my chance. What if my only opportunity slips away? Your heartbeat roars in your ears. Or perhaps it's Ari's. You glance over. He's barely holding it together now. He catches your look and replies with a concerned head shake, as if he knew exactly what you're thinking. We'll save that there. I will stay quiet. You remember the promise you made. You stay quiet. The hunt is not freedom. It's just faster death. Your body would turn cold before even licking the liberation you yearn for so desperately. There has to be another way. Anyway. The adrenaline drops. The world starts to spin. Your vision blurs. Was it the right choice? Then, Nala. Disbelief hits you both at the same time. Ha! What? No. Your chest fills up with unspoken dread. Your ears ring with the echo of Nala's name. Wait, she can't. What's the matter, Ginger? Want to join your friend? That's okay. A sinister grin creeps onto her face. You can both go. Happy? What? Time stops as the captain's words worm their way into your mind. You can hear the panic spike through Nala's breaths, face turning pale. Hi, Leona. No different than your own. Alright, the nominations are over. The tea party's done. Tomorrow we'll ride for the formal inspection. All y'all caught out today, be standing ready before dawn. Now back to work, and if I see anyone try anything funny. She drags her thumb across her throat. I'll deal with you worse than any vampire. The crowd disperses hesitantly. Relief, shock, and anguish are omnipresent. Some cry, others fall to the ground and thank the gods. Others just stand there, motionless. The guards drag the screaming man from earlier outside and throw him to the ground. The lashes come down. Again. Again. One of the guards turns his head away. Nala would usually run forward to help afterwards. She always does. Not today. She stands frozen, her gaze stretching far beyond the horizon. No one says a word. Bro, I'm fucking pissed. Your fists clench. They had to do this. Of course they did. Those bastards. You don't face them. You shouldn't. Instead, you start walking towards your next task and whatever answers luck might still allow. You don't look back. You couldn't. Yeah, bro, I'm pissed, bro. Ugh. You glare at each other. As punishment for earlier, you've been chained together at the ankles in order to haul some of the heaviest carts using combined strength. Tension lingers in the air, emotions still raw from the selection. They think dragging deadweight like you will build my character for the hunt or something? What idiots. Let me guess, you're blaming me for this. Predictable. It is your fault for siding with the weaklings. Think you're being heroic or something? You bite your tongue, forcing the image of Nala from your mind. No. The look she had during the selection, try not to look afraid. Stop. You shake your head and focus on the cart. Just pathetic, really. Just shut up already. You pull the chain, making him stagger, nearly losing his footing. Ugh! He regains his balance easily and tugs back with little effort. Yet you hit the ground right away. Hard. Watch it. Impulse like that is exactly why they enjoy punishing you. No wonder you get yourself lashed so often. Like I said, pathetic. I need to stay calm. He's trying to provoke me. It'll only get us in more trouble. Ugh. Just shut up and work. So I don't have to be stuck here any longer than necessary. Huh. No fun. You let it go. For now. A grueling hour of hesitant cooperation passes. You reach a narrow selection of the tunnel, struggling to force the cart up a steep incline. Distant sounds of pickaxes and guards shouting echo through the cavern. Ugh. Think you're the only one fighting to survive here? His speech comes in ragged breaths. Everyone's got something to lose. Or someone. But funny thing about loyalty makes you predictable. I don't get attached. Cling. Yeah, right. Keep telling yourself that. Your shoulders drop with a sharp sigh. Do you ever silence, or do you need me to help with that? You lean harder into the cart, muscles burning, just wanting it to be over soon. Oh no, I'm so scared. Come on, just look at yourself. All talk but can't even bite, even if she tried. Even now you're thinking about saving someone else instead of yourself. He follows with a satisfied smile. You stop. The cart jerks. All the weight suddenly shifts onto him. Ugh! Don't test me. He grunts under the entirety of the sudden weight. Like it or not, right now you do need me, so quit yapping. He exhales with frustration, but doesn't say more. Ugh. You resume pushing together. After getting over the hill, you decide to take a short break. You take the opportunity to readjust your bandages. Shit. These are soaked. Bran watches you closely. It was the drama of the day. Huh? Yesterday. People were betting if you'd wake up or not. I regret having done so. I didn't give you much, but here you are. Sorry to ruin your day. So what's your secret? Everyone's asking how the hell you survived. I ran. That's your strategy? Just run and pray for the best? Works so far. Except I don't pray. I just act. That much I can believe. But the hunt's not just running. Think you'll just sneak away and hide? Oh no, they'll make you perform. After all, that's all it is. A performance of power. You seem to know an awful lot about that. Why die like cattle? Kneel. Live. Be surprised what people will do when they're desperate enough. Is that your plan? Sell us out and pray they'll let you live? Maybe. Except I don't pray. I just act. His lips curl into a sly smirk. Or maybe I simply know how to play the game better than you. You're not the only one who wants out of here. But survival? It's about making the right enemies. Maybe one day you'll thank me. What are you gonna go on about? Stop toying with me. Clearly you know something. What do you think makes you so special in their eyes that's worth selling your humanity for? That will make them favor you. You really don't get it. Let's just say I have my ears open. And you? You're still deciding whether you want to be a hero or a survivor. His voice lowers to a growl. Careful. Hesitation gets people killed. He flicks your nose, light but deliberate. He's kind of frustratingly in love, maybe. I ship him with that guard that he was found with. I think he and the guard have something. See? You're too easy. Ugh. I hate this man. Darkness nears. The camp sounds quieter than usual. Everyone moves slower, speaks softer, as if sound could draw death closer. Can't believe you actually considered willingly playing into those sickos' games. Doesn't matter now what I wanted. Never does. A long, tired breath. The fading sunlight catches the tension in his shoulders. To at least get a complimentary coffin? Suppose we'll find out. I'll ask tomorrow at the open questions section. Silence weighs heavy again. Jokes can only lift so much. The last of the sunlight dips behind the stone. The air cools. You know, you scare me sometimes. Good. Good? No, not good. Bad. Real bad. I'm real bad? Yes, Dere. Ari runs a hand through his hair. Sometimes I feel like I could scream my lungs out in the desert because it's driving me insane. The laugh follows too quickly. Why? He doesn't answer immediately, simply staring into the fire. Because you do stupid things. Because you act like dying doesn't matter. You're such a bad girl, Ari. Yeah, flirting maybe? Still alive, aren't I? You don't get it. He rubs his arms. I worry about you, okay? I can take care of myself. Always have. That's exactly what I'm talking about. The flames grow weaker. It's not me you should worry about. You fiddle with the now dried Everwhite. She's not coming tonight? I think she needed some time alone. You stare at the white petals. She's a fragile thing. He takes it from your hand. Fragile things can be more resilient than you think. A distant shout echoes across camp. So, you don't worry about her, but worry about me? Ari turns the flower between his fingers. Resilient things can be more fragile than you think. So what does that make me? He glances at you, hesitant. Someone who forgets she's allowed to be human. The fire crackles softly. Ari moves closer. What? You almost lean back. He gently tucks the flower behind your ear. There. Ugh. You know, you look better when you're not trying to scare the world. And I think you can actually be pretty with a few touch-ups. Oh, shut up. No, I'm serious. Just a few. That's it. I'm leaving. Well, wait, what if we just add a few ribbons? Or a touch of glitter? Wait. Okay, maybe just one ribbon? Hey, Derry, don't go. Night settles over the camp. You make your way to the sleeping quarters before curfew. Ugh, what an idiot. You touch the flower behind your ear. It's still there. Something's wrong. You look around. No one. The air feels thick, heavy, too quiet. Softening your step, you tread carefully. What? A silhouette. Someone standing between the wooden pillars. No. You move closer. Too still. Your stomach tightens. Too stiff. And then you see it. Not standing. Hanging. The rope creaks in the wind. The body sways. You take a step back. The head tilts at an unnatural angle. The feet barely brush the sand. His face turns towards you. It's the guard from earlier. The one you saw this morning. Taryn! Not done fixing your... Oh. Another Toki Doki Literature Club reference. Yeah, I know, dude. I know, the guard? Dude, he must be devastated his lover's going into the hunt. He thinks his lover isn't gonna make it. Oh my god. That's not ideal. The rope groans. The body sways again, rotating more violently this time. His back is marked, dark stripes across torn fabric. You take another step back. You turn around without a word. Fast. Faster. Later that night. Word would not leave your lips. Words would not cross your mind. Only feelings and images. Images. How did it happen? Everything heavy comes back, crushing down like lightning. The selection, conversations with Bran, Nala, the hunt, both the inevitability and unreality of it all. Your eyes fix on the ceiling, drifting in and out of void. A snippet of an overheard exchange from today passes your mind. Mom, Peter says the hunt means we get chosen to leave. Hush. Let's go inside now, okay? Leave. Go. Disappear. You turn to the side. Something glints beneath the cot. What the? A knife! An ornate knife adorned with foreign patterns. You inspect it with caution. Steel? Paler. Almost white. You look around suspiciously. Is this some sort of trick? Would a vampire burn from it? That's how it works. Your fingers glide on the blade. Even if, so would I. Or maybe I simply know how to play the game better than you. Trick or not, it's leverage. You hide the weapon in your belongings, throwing it one last glance. They want to claim me. I'll decide how it ends. So, try and come and take me, you fuckers. It's hunting season. A new dawn breaks. For better or worse. Together with the others selected, you were forced into carriages before sunrise. Today's the day. The inspection. The ride has been rather quiet. Most have used this time for more sleep. Or prayers. Nala's head found your shoulder hours ago. It started to ache a while ago. You glance outside the carriage window. Aren't vampires supposed to burn in the daylight or something? You clutch the silver dagger hidden underneath the folds of your clothing. It was better work when I needed to. A shiver crawls across your skin as cool morning air slips through the cracks. The scent is sharp, unfamiliar. Pine or... Boy, Ginger, getting scared already? You stiffen, folding your arms to hide the goosebumps. Fuck off. Of course he would be awake. He lets out a chuckle. Relax, I'm excited. This is gonna be fun. Yeah? You're finally about to meet your idols? My liberators. Everyone's pissing themselves like a bunch of little pussies. I see it as an opportunity. This motherfucker's about to die first, isn't he? You're more fucked up than I gave you credit for. He looks more amused than offended. He flicks a glance at Nala, then back to you with a smirk. And you're more stubborn than I expected. At least about that one. Ugh, listen here, you little... The carriage jerks to a violent halt. Wakey, wakey, you little shits! The door slams open, light flooding in. You herded out before your legs have properly woken up. An improvised camp with dozens of guards with what looks to be an old church standing in the middle. Rows and columns of people already lined up. Must be the selected from the other settlements. I bet as soon as the hunt begins, he begs to be released or something and then instantly gets decapitated. Yeah, I'm not sure. With no time to idle, you're quickly dragged inside the building and shoved into place. Cold metal snaps around wrists and ankles, like we would run otherwise. Hush. A silence rippled through the crowd, but a few whispers remain. They're here. God help us. You manage to look outside the window. Carriages roll in one by one, ornate, polished, each adorned with different crests and motifs. As the doors open, elegant figures begin to spill out, slowly, deliberately, with no hurry whatsoever. Come on, show your ugly faces. Sheesh! Ah, fresh air. A female vampire leisurely strolls out the serpent-crested carriage. M'lady! A guard rushes forward, bowing deeply. Oh my, what a lovely little gathering. She breezes past him without a glance. This is how vampires are? That's Lady Nox. Shut up or she'll... Oh. From a rose-adorned carriage, a majestic figure emerges. Is that... No, it can't be. It's him, the Count himself. He gives a nod to someone. Every gaze drops as he walks by, guards and vampires alike. His steps are measured, controlled. Some bow in silence, some try to mutter pleasantries, but he halts them with a bare gesture. He must be important. More vampires appear. Some seem more esteemed than others. None of you dares to utter a word louder than a mouse's squeak. You look to the sides. Ayo? A tall, white-haired vampire in full armor leans against a wall, away from the crowd, silent, observing. Huh. When did he even show up? Lost in ponder, you feel a weak squeeze on your hand. Terry, don't look at them. Let's just, we'll save there. I'm gonna keep looking. You look anyway. Seems the most detached and alert at the same time. He's also the only one without followers. Oh shit, he's looking at me! A chill strikes your chest. Everything freezes in an instant. Why can't I look away? Your shoulders drop as you let the air out. Oh, that was intense. Hush! Everybody stiffens. All the vampires have emerged now. My lords, the selected prey! He motions towards the lineup of shaking humans. Towards you. So it begins. Nala, don't look Dere. They scatter around between the lines. Appraising. Measuring. Deciding. The serpent vampire slithers between trembling bodies. Really? This is what we're given now? She stops before Nala. This poor thing looks like she'd spoil before the first bite. Weak stock. Frightened cattle. You catch yourself before enough sound escapes your lungs. Bastards. We cultivate restraint for stability. We cultivate stagnation, old man. A murmur of agreements from a few vampires. Enough. Gets silenced promptly by the silent one. She tilts Nala's chin up with a pale finger. Suddenly... Huh? Nala sways. She collapses. What the hell? Ah! The vampire looks surprised, but quickly returns to her nonchalant persona. I'm sorry, Fragile things are so disappointing. You step forward before you can stop yourself. She's dehydrated, that's all. It's a hydrate bomb. All eyes shift to you. Shit. Apologies, my lords. A guard hurries forward to drag Nala away. In his rush, he fumbles, nearly dropping her head against the stone. Apologies. Careful. The guard freezes. It's too late. In a blur, the Count seizes his jaw. You look away. Ooh. Thud. No one screams. Incompetence stains the floor. A flick of his hand, another guard drags the body away. The hierarchy is clear. A low chuckle. You still punish servants yourself, my lord? How quaint! Discipline is not beneath me. Someone so powerful he never looks her in the eye. No, clearly not. But it does make one wonder how thin your control has become. A ripple passes through the lesser vampires, louder this time. The silent one's gaze flicks between them. My authority does not require spectacle. No, only fear. And fear fades. She doesn't seem afraid of him at all. But look at her! She pirouettes gracefully with a grand motion as if to display you. Fire, defiance, survival instinct. Not all of them are weak. Ugh. This is humiliating. Are they assessing flavors? The Count steps closer. Strength without obedience is a liability. Or perhaps she simply hasn't been claimed correctly. Should make a disastrous possession. Ah, but you always did prefer obedience over potential. Mistake volatility for value. And you, mon cher, mistake control for permanence. Both of you mistake her for an argument. His voice cuts in like a thrown knife. She might be prey, but she's watching. You are. I'll observe. I'll quietly watch. The sound of the guards' cracking necks still bells in your ears. This is not the time to be reckless. Your mouth obeys, but your stare gives your feelings away. Oh, this one hides her claws. The Count circles behind you. The tension becomes insufferable. You look away. Eyes on me, girl. Oh shit, look at him. He's so tall. Oh my god, he's got me by the throat. Sheesh. He grips your neck in a firm hold as if to assert there is no room for negotiations. Too possessive. You smell it then. The scent of dying roses. You glare at you believe you're untouchable. Strength or foolishness. Or something rarer. Or maybe I just don't like tyrants. A few vampires laugh. Something unreadable flickers in his expression. His fingers shift slightly against your throat. Your body doesn't flinch. Still, you restrain yourself, even now. And how would you know that? He leans closer, voice dropping to a whisper. Your pulse betrays you. You realize just how fast your heart is beating. His eyes roam your face as if memorizing it. You remind me of someone. A lesser vampire with a faded rose pin steps forward. My lord, if the other factions believe. Silence. He doesn't even look at him. The lesser vampire bows instantly. What just happened? Huh? See? Fear. The silent one steps close to the Count, yet his eyes remain on you. Careful, my lord. Public fractures invite external interest. What does that mean? Other territories? Enough of this. The inspection will proceed under House Rose authority. For now. But evolution's inevitable. Some of us are tired of feeding on fear alone. The vampires begin to leave. The serpent walks beside the Count. You cannot cage storms forever, nor can you ride them without drowning. The silent one lingers last. He looks at you, then at the others, then back at you. He looks at me, and I look at him, and he looks at me, and I look at him. This isn't just about feeding, is it? One of the others glances back, as if the hunt had already begun. You see them walk outside. The sun is high up by now. None of them are burning. Nala avoids your eyes at first. I'm sorry I fainted. You sit beside her. There was just something about that vampire and I... You couldn't help it. Oh my god, oh great, the vampires don't burn. Great, we're cooked. True. It's a little barbecue party, baby. I gotta chug my tepid cocoa. There's something lodged in your throat. Reminds me of that old Spice commercial. Oh, true, yeah. Look at your man. Now back to me. I'm on a horse. Yeah. Damn, those are so old. I've almost forgot about those commercials. You could have said more. Done more. You didn't. Across the room, whispers swirl. Why does any of that matter? I bet Ginger won't survive a night out there anyway. The quiet ones last longer. The serpent likes fire. She didn't burn. House Rose prefers obedience. You can still feel his grip on your throat. He looked at me like I was already his. You felt it then. You were measured, and you passed. But at what cost? Oh my god, thank you to the 200 biddies, J-Bomb. He always has something tasty with you and it's making me hungry or thirsty. You should get a snack then. Go grab a little snacky for yourself. It's Friday. Treat yourself to a little snacky. Yeah, I made hot cocoa right before stream. Well, it's not really hot anymore. It's cooled down a lot since I've been reading. Nala finally looks at you. There's gratitude, but also something else. Uncertainty. I thought... I was worried. I was worried he'd do something reckless. Me too. You chose survival. The door opens. A guard enters with a ledger. He checks the names, pausing at yours. A scratch of the pen. Claimed, huh? No one moves away from you. But no one moves closer either. Your chest tightens. A possession. Always. If I'm gonna pick, I want the cool silent vampire. I want the silent one. The one with the long white hair. The rest of the day passes in a haze of racing thoughts and half-finished sentences. Nightfall approaches both sooner and later than it should. Reunited at the hideout, you fill Ari in on everything that happened during the inspection. Most of it, at least. He tosses a pebble between his palms, catching it, missing it, catching it again. Well, still breathing. That's good. That's statistically promising, right? No one laughs. Actually, we don't need to bring statistics into this. You don't always have to joke. Someone has to. He throws the pebble into the fire. It hisses and disappears beneath the embers. I ruined my rave concert because I had a Bacardi in my bag and the security did not like that at all. Oh my god, you try to sneak Bacardi into the rave? That's crazy. Okay. Okay. We'll figure it out. It'll be fine. He grabs a stick and drops to a crouch, sketching frantic lines in the sand. Arrows, circles, crude maps that overlap and tangle. We just need a distraction. Chaos is good. Chaos is opportunity. We make stakes, wooden ones. Doesn't have to be pretty. We grab garlic from the guard's pantry. I don't think that garlic... And when everyone panics, I slip out, find you, we regroup, 3 points of exit. See? We don't split up unless we have to. We adapt. Ari's pretty distracting. I know, right? I'm seeing these abs right here, and I'm just like... The stick snaps in his grip. He doesn't seem to notice. It's fine. It's all workable. We just need timing, you know? You've got this. We've got this. Wow. So easy. I'm being serious. That's the problem. Dare? Oh, I'm sorry. Do you really think we would just fight our way out with the power of friendship? Survive on positive affirmations? Those hips are an arrow pointing to his pants. True! Look at that. Sheesh. The outline gets smudged by your sandal as you stand up. All those frantic lines disappear into nothing. Wake up. At least I'm trying to do something. Why even bother? You weren't selected. Obviously. What? Of course I'll bother. We're a team, remember? No matter what comes. Easy for you to say now. Dare. When you stood up for me against the vampires. Don't mistake it for what it's not. I just despise assholes, that's all. You think the power of friendship can help us survive? Every fairy tale fan crying right now. True. The power of friendship, but also this knife I found. But I know you care. So stop pretending that's all this is. The fire in her eyes is one you've never seen before. I see it every time you step between me and danger. So why do you always act like you don't? Her hands are shaking. She balls them into fists. Is it too much to admit? Would it hurt your pride so badly? I She looks up to you. Has it ever crossed your mind, or are you too busy trying to prove how alone you are? He follows after Nala. There's nothing to look up to. Maybe if someone didn't keep filling her head with hopeless dreams, she would have learned how to take care of herself by now. He looks over his shoulder one last time. Those dreams are what's kept her alive. Your breathing slows down. Your heart calms. Crackles of the dying fire fill out the space. Until they, too, quieten. Only the evening chill's silence remains. Quieten is such an awkward word. Wouldn't it just be they quiet? The absence of voice feels both hollow and overbearing. You're alone. So alone. Your hands slowly find their way to your scalp. What am I even doing? The firelight blurs. Something dangerously watery forms in your eyes. But you manage to hold it in. Barely. Night. She looks up to you. Little bird. Perhaps she hasn't been claimed correctly. Shut up. Ginger won't last long. She's defiant. Voices echo and bounce, rippling mercilessly through your skull. Hi, Opie, welcome in. Hesitation gets people killed. She'd make a disastrous possession. Enough! The ropes of your hammock creak from the sudden movement. The creaking continues. Slow, rhythmic. Like a pendulum counting down. A girl nearby shifts. Her tired eyes meet yours. Annoyance. She pulls her blanket tighter and moves to another hammock. Fair. You look around. Faint glow of the dying candles stretches thin across the walls. Thoughts from the last few days gather, trail, and then scatter again. All that's happened, all that's yet to come, all that matters and all that doesn't. What does? All of this is a lot. In a restless motion, you turn once more. Why me? Why them? Why all of this? You catch a shadow dash across the floor. Rat? No. Squinting your eyes, you examine a small silhouette. Oh my god? A thorned devil. Male by the looks of it. What's a lizard doing here? Came here to pity me. It doesn't move. Appears to be staring right back at you. I swear, if you're judging me. Oh my gosh. Its beady eyes seem to reach for your soul. Thorn devils are common here, although avoided by most. The folk tales say that they're messengers of evil, a bad omen. If they look at you, it means the devil himself is watching. The creature tilts its head. Avoiding sudden movements, you slowly stretch your arm out. He licks his eye, unbothered. Then... No, wait! He runs away. Not you too. That was a stupid thought. Rejected by the devil himself. I'm reaching new lows. The shadow returns, closer this time. The creature tilts its head. That look won't work on me. The devil already claimed me. But I suppose we can bad luck each other out. Wish I was you. Free to go wherever. Or are you trapped in here as well? Hiding from the vultures and foxes outside. At least you don't have to pretend to be brave. Do you ever fear tomorrow? He blinks one eye, then licks another. I'm going insane. Yeah. You clutch your hair and fall backwards into the hammock. How did my life get to this point? I was just trying to survive. And now I have a horned lizard for a therapist. Huh? A light clawing on your leg. You again. He crawls up on your stomach. You freeze. Wait, that's... He curls into a ball. Oh. Guess you're staying? A tiny heartbeat tickles your skin. You can feel his chest slowly expanding and shrinking. Your breathing slows down, pulse easing to match his rhythm. Oh, we got a little pet lizard now. My blizzard therapist is now my pet. From outside the door, faint footsteps echo. Someone pauses there. Then continues down the corridor. Somber day at the camp. No one says much. I swear they killed the... No, the lizard's a fighter, I can tell. And if they do, it's mostly prayers. You haven't spoken to Ari or Nala since last night. You go about your daily tasks. The sky paints with every shade of red. Bleeding. No. Feeding. Devouring streaks of light drag shadows across the sand like their prey. They seem almost carnivorous. With a deep breath, you take everything in. The cool evening breeze brushes your skin and fills your lungs. The sand grains between your toes shift and tickle. The smell of dying campfire tingles your nostrils. Despite everything, this has been your home for years. So this is a goodbye. Strolling through the sunset, you pass familiar faces. Some avoid your gaze, others hold it too long. You notice an older man hunched over. You come closer. He looks to be desperately working on something. It's protected me all my life. He rubs harder. It still works, just needs a bit more strength. His hands shake. A cracked wooden trinket. It looks like an idol of a deity of some sort. You don't say anything. Vultures caw in the distance. A squeeze in your stomach stops your stroll. Not hunger. Not this time. Ugh. Should I talk to them? Is there even a point? Or will it simply add pain? Maybe I should stay practical. There could be useful information around the camp. The sun dips below the horizon. Night approaches. What will you do in your final hour? I should also save here too. A good saving spot. Here we go. Let's go to the hideout. Hideout's an obvious place to go. The air smells clean. The fire pit looks untouched. He's not here. Why would he? Well, well, well. A voice reverberates from above. You look up. A silhouette shifts along the wooden beams. Look who decided to visit. The guy just slid onto screen like that. He jumps down, sand scattering beneath his boots. Well, well, well. Look who decided to wait. He comes over, delivering a friendly tap on your back. Hanging in there? His hand lingers for a bit, rubbing gentle circles between your shoulder blades. You stiffen slightly. It should feel reassuring. Somehow, it doesn't. Anyway. He kneels by the fire pit. A spark catches. Flames slowly come to life. You sit beside him. Close. But not too close. The weight of words unspoken feels more suffocating than ever. I electrify. His legs begin to bounce. Subtly at first, then faster. You gonna beat me up? Why? Why you gonna beat me up? You hear his breath tremble slightly. You know, Every time you get yourself into trouble, His voice falters. I always tell myself you'll come back. That's who you are. A tough thing. Tougher than any of us. But when they took you yesterday, He looks away, exhaling shakily. His fingers bite into the wooden log, knuckles now paler than the sand. Then, he shifts to a crouch in front of you. What is he... He takes your hands. His gaze finds yours. I'll find you, I promise. You will not have to do this alone. And if we're meant to fail, then at least we'll face it together. Ari... He doesn't waver. You've never seen him this serious. I don't know what to say. There's a glisten in his eyes. You're not sure if it's water. You don't have to say anything. My mind is set. But why? Because my existence means so unbearably little here. And I don't want to just survive anymore. I want to live. His eyes widen with the last words, like they struggle to hold all the newfound determination in. I can't keep waiting around for fate to take everything away, for my life to rot away before it began. And you... His fingers tighten around yours. You made me realize that. The fire crackles softly. You don't say anything. He doesn't let go immediately. You linger for a while. So many questions. What horrors await beyond the gates? Will what you've suffered here compare to what lies ahead? Or are these walls a protection all along? Thoughts flow and meander, but the sleep never comes. You're so good at reading. It is one of my hobbies. I do be reading. I love being literate. One of my favorite traits about myself is that I'm literate. Always nice listening to you. Yeah, I'm like your own little audiobook. Your eyes open and close and open again before finally settling on the cave ceiling. Huh? What on... Oh shit. It's there. The door flies open. Alright, you little shits. Time's up. Boots. So many boots. I love reading too, but I like the expression. Guards flood the room like a breaking dam. Ledgers, whips, chains, ropes yank, hammocks tear, people hit the floor. Screams erupting everywhere. Some beg, others cry. Instinctively, you grab the silver knife and hide it. But wait! Ah! Nala clutches her diary before being dragged away. Tere! Nala! Ari lunges forward. No, I'm not talking to you. Stop. Please stop. Please stop. Go away! Jesus. I accidentally summoned my voice assistant. Ari lunges forward, arms outstretched. Move. The guards shove him back into the swarm. For a second, just a second, your eyes meet. Terry. Before the crowd swallows him whole. Ari, hurry up. They pull. Nala! Move, move, move! They shout. Okay, okay! They push. Jeez, I'm walking here! All becomes a blur. Too fast, too slow. Kick, shove, out. Cold air, carriages, horses, push, stomp, shout. The door slams shut. All noise fades. Darkness. Your Your chest heaves in a desperate rhythm, trying to keep pace with your heart. A voice in the distance. Place your bets, boys. Then... It's Ari! Ari? What? His expression is stone. Until you look closer. Contempt. A hand slams down on his shoulder. Well done, lad. Here. Go on. Tell her one last joke for the road. The one about the rat that thought it could outrun the cage was my favorite. Phew. The captain's toothy grin creeps through the dark as she presses her face against the carriage bars. Nah, I think it's a double setup. I think it's a double switcheroo. He's pretending to be on her side, so she'll let her guard down so he can escape and make his way towards us. So now he has to pretend in front of us that he actually hates us and he's on their side. But really, it's a double switcheroo. You can't fall for it. You can't fall for it, swordsman. The captain's toothy grin creeps through the dark as she presses her face against the carriage bars. Good luck, Ginger. You'll need it out there. Open the gates. Your fingers tighten around the knife. You take a deep breath. The hunt begins. I believe in Ari. I trust Ari. I think it's a double switcheroo. That's the end of the demo? Oh my god. That's it? I thought we could see more. God damn it. They got me. They fucking got me, bro. That's the end of the demo. Ah! I wanted to see the hunt. Dust Slim, I know. It was good. It was riveting. You got beam boozled. But see, I feel like I'm onto it though. I still feel like I've sensed the truth. I've peered deep into the soul of Ari, and I understand. This is a double switcheroo on his end. He's pretending to be allied with the guards so he can find his way to escape to join up with us. That's all it is. Yeah, they got us. They got us, man. End of demo. Thank you for playing the Scarlet Hunt demo. If you enjoyed the game, please consider supporting the further development on the project. You can support them on Kickstarter, you can wishlist them on Steam, and you can share their thoughts, which... the Kickstarter is not officially open yet. I clicked the link for the Kickstarter. It's not open yet. So the Kickstarter is not officially out yet. I mean, I can link it so you guys can get notified on launch whenever it does get open. There you go. There you go. So there's the Kickstarter for it. And then let me grab the... Oh, I'll post it in the YouTube as well. The YouTube chat. There you go. That's the Kickstarter. So whenever it does go live, you guys will be able to support it if you want to help fund the game so it can actually be finished. And then let me also grab the link for the wish list. So you guys can wish list it on Steam. So it is in the description on YouTube, but here it is for you on Twitch. There you go. There's the Steam page for it. Yeah, this is a good one. I really, really liked this demo. I do love a good vampire hunt thriller type thing. I'm a big psychological thriller fan. Personally, I've always been a big psychological thriller type fan. So these kind of games are definitely like my bread and butter. I do like all of the options so far. I'm very interested in them. I'm curious. Oh, it seems like the vampire guy that I do like is named Lance. You have Lady Nox, the Count, and Lance. I see. It's very interesting. Yeah, there's going to be Girl X Boy and Girl X Girl. So there is Yuri roots on this. So you can, in fact, romance the beautiful women in here as well. In case you guys want some Yuri vampire love. That is a possibility. But yeah, this demo was great. I really, really liked it a lot, genuinely. I thought it was really well done. I can't wait for more, honestly. I definitely want to see how the Kickstarter goes as well. And then we still have one last game to play for the Otome game celebration, but that will be on Monday. We will be playing, what is it called? Chrysanthemum. What is the full title of it? Let's see. It's called Chrysanthemum on the Way to Sweet Dreams, which also seems it seems a lot fluffier than these. Yuri is the lifeblood of otome games. Well, technically, don't let the otome girlies hear you; they'll get pissed. There's been a lot of how do I say, controversy in the otome fandom with what's categorized as an otome game and things like that. It's crazy. There's a lot of drama in the otome fandom right now. I'm not even gonna get into that. I love otome games, but there's a lot of drama in the fandom. Anyway, this is a great game. Great game, fantastic. I really love it. I think it's super exciting. Can't wait for more. I gave all the links so you guys can also help support these games. Like I said, wish listing on Steam, free way to support. I also linked the Kickstarter, so whenever it does go live, because it's not live yet as of me streaming this literally like right now. It's not live yet. But when it does go live, you can be notified, and then you can support them to help actually fund the game, to make it real. You have to share your otome hot takes. Dare I? Dare I share my otome hot? They might be a little too spicy. They might be a little too spicy. I don't know. I'll share one very, very, very controversial otome game take. I think that if you can choose your pronouns in the game and you can choose to play as she, her, and play an otherwise completely normal otome experience, you're allowed to market the game as otome. Regardless of if you can also choose they, them, or he, him, or whatever. I think if you can play the game as if it were an otome by choosing the she, her pronouns and having a mostly male cast of like romanceable characters, I think you're allowed to market it as an otome. That's my hot take. And that is a very hot take in this community. You don't understand how hot of a take that is. You think, oh, that should be up. No. People are fighting to the death over it, Rude. It's crazy. Anyway, yeah. Monday we'll be playing Chrysanthemum on the Way to Sweet Dreams, which is a very, very, it definitely looks like a lot fluffier, a lot softer, a lot less psychological horror-y than the other games we've been playing the past few days. I mean, that kind of makes sense. Yeah, I'm not saying you have to purely only label it as otome, because I think you can label it as otome and amare. So I think the tags should be used in conjunction with each other. It should be labeled as both, if you can play it as both. And so in the same vein, if you can also choose to play as a guy and play a full guy route and it comes across as BL, I would say you could label that as BL too, you know? And girls, I think you would label it as all of those. I wouldn't say you only strictly market it as otome, but you could market it as all of them, clearly. I think you can use all the labels that it applies to. That's my hot take. And apparently that's very, very controversial in this space. Anyway, yeah, the otome genre is, otome fandom's a little scary sometimes. The girlies are always out for blood. All right, let's see who is online. Who are we gonna raid? I need the lore of otome. I thought otome is just a VN. So otome games, otome means like maiden, right? So the genre of otome games are games that are targeted towards younger women that has a strong focus on romance versus josemuke, which is like more just like marketed towards women. Otome is more marketed towards women plus heavy emphasis on romance, right? That's what an otome is. And so if it's marketed towards women, you know, then there are people who are saying the otome protagonist can only be she, her. If you allow any other pronouns, like, then it's not allowed. Then it's not allowed to be called otome. It's like, I don't think that's true. Because there are plenty of women who play amare games, and amare is like any gender, right? It's all love, essentially. That's what the term is. This is a very, very new recent term that's come up in the sphere, right? Because otome is an older title, older label for it. So amare is sort of cropped up like within the past 5-ish years as a term to be used for games that use things like pronoun pickers, or you have like multiple characters that you can choose in order to change like your route and path. There's a bunch of different things. So amare is kind of like the catch-all label for like the more gender-inclusive games that have come out in the past 5 to 7 years or so that have actually popped up, you know? But that word didn't even exist in the gaming sphere until roughly 5 years ago. So otome girlies are getting really mad that amare games are also being labeled as otome, even though you can play the game as an otome. Like I said, you can pick the she, her labels. You can play the game where it's a mostly male cast and have the exact same experience as if it were an otome game. I think you're allowed to call it an otome game. But that is a highly, highly controversial thing. You think I'm joking? That is a massive hot take in the sphere. You, you had no idea. Anyway, that's me ranting about the otome fandom right now. All right, let's see who is on. Oh, you know what? Looks like there's some cozy Minecraft. We'll write some cozy Minecraft. I think that'll be fun. Yeah, thanks for the indie tea takes. Yeah, there you go. Now you guys know about game drama that you had no idea about before. All right, so we're gonna raid Witch of the Hollows, who is currently playing some Minecraft. So cozy project building, it looks like. Yeah, tomorrow is community night in the Discord. If you guys want to hang out with me, we are going to start watching Witch Hat Atelier. So if you guys want to hang out and watch Witch Hat Atelier with me, I'll be watching it for the very first time. I'm so excited. I can't wait. It's going to be amazing. I know it's going to be so up my alley, so I'm really, really hyped to watch it. And I would love to watch it with you guys. So yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow in the Discord for community night. If not, I'll see you guys on Monday for the final day of the Otome game celebration. But if not, no worries. I'll see you when I see you. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful night. And good night.